All right. We should start the show like that. That's how we should start the show. We should do like this, like that. I think it's just like just smack hands in it, then like that. Is that how they did it? You saw it twice. You should. You remember that? Remember that? Can we start the show now? Hello, welcome once again. I'm J.rome Brown. This is my host of the show. Guess who are you?
It's the wonderful and handsome, magnificent Steph J. Davis.
Man, oh man, this is going to be a rough show. We're going to have a heck of a show. All right, once again, folks, thanks for joining us, and thank you for coming back. Not too many people do come back. No, we have a lot of people come back. People come back and visit us all the time. We see it in the emails, the Twitter accounts, and we see it on Facebook. We're getting more and more people signing up to see the show. So we thank you all for that. Once again, we thank you all. If you want to know more information about that, look at the bottom of the screen. It will scroll past you eventually sometime before the show is over. And just jot it down and visit the show. Please, we'd like to hear and see from everybody. But now, what we do have for you guys today is a very, very great film clip that was sent in. And I saw the film myself, maybe twice, if I'm not mistaken. And you saw the film too, I'm sure.
Yeah, I saw it twice as well there. Yeah. Generally, I watch movies at least twice when we do them for the show. Once just to kind of get a feel for it, watch it all the way through, just check it out. Second time to be a little more strategic about what I'm seeing, what I'm noticing, and jotting down some very thorough, detailed notes.
Okay. And what we're going to see today is Separate Ways. This film reminds me of a lot of films I've seen in the past, which were pretty good. It has a little twist at the beginning, and it has a really great twist at the end. And with all that being said, I'm not going to give too much away because it's like one of those films where did you see, what was the name of that film? I had it on the tip of my tongue. I See Dead People.
No, Sixth Sense.
Sixth Sense, thank you very much. That was my acting drama on it. I See Dead People. But that's what the film reminded me of that, along that lines. But it was still a great film, and you just have to watch it from the beginning to end to get the kind of thing at the end of the film.
Mm-hmm. Now to be honest, I realized like the twist like very early in the movie. Like I think like within the first like minute.
Really?
Because that's just how I am when it comes to watching movies and things. I'm looking for that kind of stuff. But it still was great though. It was a nice movie. I really liked it. They had some really great shots.
Yeah.
The opening shot with the laptop. Well, first they had the pictures and things. They had that like laptop shot with the picture on there, and they really panned over to the bed and all that kind of stuff. That was really, really great shot. I really liked that particular shot in the beginning. And then, my phone blowing up over here, man.
But you're right about that. I did pick that up. Let me say this because I don't want people to think that I didn't pick it up neither. Because I hate when you do it. I just called it the first 2 seconds of the film. I did catch that only when he did something at the table, and she was still focusing on something at the table.
Yeah, there were hints for sure.
Yeah, and I'm like, okay, something ain't kosher about this chick here. Yeah, and that's when I realized something ain't right.
Yeah, and so when I think about like Sixth Sense, like you use that as a great example of like a movie that did that whole twist thing. I don't know if they could have possibly tried harder to make it not obvious or not. It still was great. I mean, I like what they did, but it felt like they really were kind of letting you know that what it was. Like the hints were so much there enough. Even when the guy was talking and stuff, there were some things there, some interactions there. I'm like, okay, well, so there's a lot of little things before leading up to the reveal that I think for the average movie buff person there, like ourselves, will catch on to that, really quickly.
You're right about that. 100% right about that, and I can't argue with you about that because there were some dead giveaways where something was not right or it killed the moment that something's not right. Unlike Sixth Sense, we almost had to wait pretty much halfway in the movie to realize, oh wait a minute, something's not right.
What are you thinking, Mama? You think I'm a freak?
I will agree with you again. I'm doing a lot of agreeing with you on this particular film because I like it so much. That it didn't kill the film. It didn't destroy the film at all. It just made you not be didn't build up enough. Action. I mean, action. What am I trying to say? Action in the film to make you want to like, okay, what's going to happen? What's going to happen? What's going to happen?
Yeah, I was more so waiting for it to go ahead and say what it is because I knew early on that this is what the fact is, and I was just kind of waiting for it. Like, when's it going to go ahead and say like, this is it? So, but it still was good though.
I did take some notes on the film. With my pencil and paper. Unlike some people like to use the hefty laptop thing. What I didn't really quite pick up on is where he was talking to his wife constantly, but we know why. We know why. You don't know why. Constantly, all the time. And once again, it's not a wrong or a right or a bad or a good. It was just a conversation he was constantly having. And every time he was having a conversation, it gave you the impression that, somebody was there in the room with him.
I mean, and I guess, I don't know if they really were trying to let you know. I guess that's the hardest thing with, like, filmmakers, independent, not really on that high caliber level where you got 10,000 script writers and everything going on and stuff. So to come up with such a creative way to have a twist in things isn't as easy. Like when you have other movies, like big Hollywood movies, you got all these people, plotting and rewrites and things and all this stuff going on. It's like, how can we make this where it's not obvious at all throughout the whole movie, but if you go back and watch it again, it's completely obvious. That's a very difficult thing to do.
Yeah, it can be a little difficult and also get a little complicated too. It also can cause problems, in my opinion, in the editing room as well.
And that's a big part of it too.
Chopping around. You may not get the same format or the same flow the film is. You got all kinds of, too many things can go wrong in the background and close up and so forth.
Yeah. So on a lower budget, it's just very difficult to pull off effectively. I think they still, like I said, did a cool job, what they did, but usually, you got, the director on it, you got tons of producers and things, you got script supervisors and stuff all sitting there, you got editors, 3-4 editors working on these projects and stuff, just to kind of make sure that this stuff flows to where, like I say, where the audience can be fooled through the whole movie, and that's not easy to do sometimes, to make it still have that continuity and still make sense at the end.
Well, tell us how you really feel about the film.
But I'm just talking about, like, big films versus, sometimes the films that we do not being as easy to pull off in that kind of way.
Yeah.
And that's, I think, why we were able to notice that, what happened in the movie, it wasn't that much of a shock for us at the end,
Yeah. This particular film, they had a great idea. And a wonderful idea. I like the film. I like the whole idea behind the film.
Some of the technical aspects that I wanted to point out was the lighting. There were some shots that were really good with the lighting. Like there was a couple of close-ups of him in the kitchen, a couple other little scenes where the lighting on the couch with the other guy. Some great close-up shots. At the same time, though, there were a couple like inconsistent lighting shots and things in some of those same scenes. Some heavy shadows and things going on. So not to knock it, but just saying that, us as filmmakers, we all want to be able to perfect our craft and things. So making sure that our setups on our lighting are all even and things is important, but always not easy to do because, of course, you got all these different lighting setups. Each time you reblock the actors and set them up in a different position, I just reblock the camera. Now you got a whole new situation of different lighting and camera angles to deal with and work with. So he was tearing that cereal up, though, pretty good, though. Yeah. I don't know if he had some Honey Nut Cheerios or what he had exactly, but he was going on that cereal. Boy.
Yeah.
Morning.
It's 12:15.
Yeah, he was eating that cereal.
Made me hungry. I'm like, man, I'm stuck. Go give me a bowl of
cereal.
cereal.
I think they were Cheerios.
Cheerios?
Yeah.
I think so too, yeah. I think I fixed a bowl of Frosted Flakes after watching this. He sold me on that cereal. I'm like, man,
no, I got some
Raisin Brans.
Some Raisin Brans or something of that nature. But yeah, I didn't.
You got a favorite cereal?
Yeah, he pretty much tore into the cereal. He looked like he enjoyed himself eating the cereal as well.
I wonder how many takes they did on that. Like he ate like 20 bowls of cereal.
Whatever it was, he didn't get enough of it.
He was hungry. Came to stay with an empty stomach that day.
They fed him pretty well. I would take it. But
see, that's nice. That's when you have that though. You ain't gotta pay the actors to eat food. And stuff
no,
like
you
that,
don't. Just give them a bowl of Cheerios and it's
craft
all set
services,
to go.
minimize at that point there.
I don't have too many notes on my end about the film because I really thought it was pretty well done. Lighting, everything was pretty done. I like some of the shadows, like you were just saying just a few seconds ago. The lighting and shadows and everything was pretty nice. I like that too. I like some of the camera plays they did with the guy in the background on the phone, still talking. So a little small stuff like that, I like to see that kind of stuff just to let you know that this is a real environment going on.
Yeah, nice shot in the truck when they were driving to a little picnic area. I guess they put maybe a GoPro or some kind of camera on the mount on the front of the truck there. Or they could have, several different ways you could have did it, but maybe that's what they did. And got a nice shot of him and her driving. He looked like he was a little out of focus, honestly. But
oh really?
Yeah, if you go back, you'll notice that she seemed to be more in focus when they cut to his shot, and I don't know why in particularly, but I don't know, but I just looked like he was a little out of focus, and she was like really in focus, pretty good there.
Okay.
But, other than that, though, it was a great shot. I like the fact that they were having that.
Now, what you think about the other guy, the uncle, the brother? I think it's his brother or something of that nature, or the friend, or whatever part he played. I got the impression that he's probably done a couple films before in the past.
He came off pretty natural.
Yeah.
He came off pretty natural. I didn't have a whole lot of lines. And then there too, they kind of played around with the dialogue to make you kind of get the impression that what was happening wasn't happening, or whatever you want to say without saying it.
Yeah.
So their interaction on the couch there led you to believe that everything is cool. But I think that was it though. Nice shot at the end with the reveal. Nice wide, extremely wide shot and stuff was really cool.
Well, we are getting a warning that we need to wrap this thing up. But with all that being said, I thought the film was pretty decent. It was pretty good. I didn't get a chance to talk about my Oscar as I wanted to.
Oh, yeah.
But I was hoping we'll find a little more time to talk about my Oscar. But maybe on the next episode we'll talk about this Oscar that I won.
Congratulations to that too, man. That's
we'll leave that for the next episode we get a hold of. But can you see the Oscar right here? Pretty good right there. Yeah, there we go. Yeah. All right, folks, we got to get out of here because we're getting a warning light here to wrap this show up. With that being said, Mr. Steph J. Davis, we thank you once again for your input. And then hopefully we'll see you next week again. And,
I'll be here.
I will be here too once again with my Oscar when we have more time to talk about it. We thank you all once again, and thank you, and keep the footage coming in.
Your favorite thing to do there.
All right.
Go ahead and seize the day.
Seize the day. Hello, welcome back once again. I'm J.rome. Cut this all up here because Stefan's on the phone with the producer.